All right, guys. So some days ago, I predicted that we will have a pump on USDT.D. As you can see, my mouse pointer right now, and that we're going to have this pump to this point, and then we'll have a dump. And yeah, in the video, I also mentioned that this is going to create an effect, which is we're going to have a little dump in crypto, and boom, a pump on crypto, right? And yep, it happened. It played out, So this week, or rather today, I'll be talking about the expectations you should have in the market, like the current expectations you should have in the market. And please, I have done this over and over again. For those of you that are quite conversant with this chart, that is my USDT.D chart. I mentioned that I'm not going to delete this chart, right? Because I have a lot of analysis here on a 2 hours time frame, 1 hour time frame, 1 week time frame. I have a lot of analysis up to a 1 month time frame. I said I was not going to delete it. The reason why I'm not going to delete it is because of it's a proof of work, and also so that they can be good follow-up. So in case you're kind of lost or you're just coming across my video, please just backtrack or backdate to other videos on my page, and you're going to understand. And yeah, it makes a whole lot of sense. And for real, and to be very honest and to be very frank, you are quite early here, because there's a lot we're going to achieve together on this page. And by the way, my name is Dream Chaser JTK, and I happen to be the founder and the leader of Dream Chasers community. So I'm serving the community. So yeah, it is what it is. Currently, this is where we are at the moment in the market. Everything has been going well, from the pumps on USDT.D to the dumps. And just for clarity's sake, I've explained in the past the correlation between USDT.D, that is USDT dominance, and the entire crypto, right? And I remember saying that USDT this simply shows the dominance of USDT in the market. And if a lot of people are interested in buying or holding USDT, it simply means they are selling off their crypto bags, right? Like yesterday, they were interested in buying crypto and they sold off their USDT, and selling off their USDT caused a dump in USDT. As you can see, like my mouse pointer here, it caused a dump in USDT, and this inversely caused a pump in the crypto market. So what is my expectations? What are we expecting, right? I'm going to start off my expectations from this 2 hours time frame, then probably we might ride it up to whatever other time frame. So these are my expectations currently in the market. So make sure you watch this video till the end, and if you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure you click the subscription button, turn on post notification, very important, okay, so that you don't miss out on any of my video. And yeah, please share this video to someone or anybody that's a crypto enthusiast, so that they can learn from this genius here, because we've been doing this back to back, winning back to back to back. So this is my expectation currently for USDT.D. So I'm expecting some buys on USDT.D. So you see, I'm doing another analysis another analysis inside this. So I'm expecting some buys on USDT.D to this point. Then I'm expecting some dump. I'm going to explain what this simply means here. I'm expecting some dump. So you can see that arrow. Yeah. So a pump and dump on USDT.D, and I'll explain the effect and what it means here. This is interesting. So I changed this to a 4 hours time frame because I wanted to, just for the sake of education, let me educate some of you, right? You can see where my pointer is at. That is where my mouse pointer is at currently. That is top 1. You can see the second place, top 2. We have a breakout, and we're going to have a retest to this place. That is where you see my 6th. Let me delete this. Yeah, so you see where my pointer is at, like where he stopped at. This place my mouse pointer is at now. That zone is the neckline. It's called the neckline. Let me mark out that neckline properly. Yeah, look at it. So it is a double, we call it a double top pattern, right? A double top pattern, right? So we've had a breakout below this neckline, and we're going to have a retest. So this neckline currently is our local resistance. So we're going to have a pump or a retest here, and we'll have this retest to this point, right? We'll have another dump, right? Another dump. And my super Fibonacci gave me the last or rather, let me, how will I put it? Yes, the last expectation, we should be expecting this dump to come to this place, 3.99% on USDT.D. But I'm going to show you something now so that you will, how will I put it? You would know the full expectation so that you don't over expect. Okay, so because personally, I don't think we'll come here, and actually, and I'll tell you why. Right, but it's not like it's not gonna, it might not happen, it could happen, but I just don't want you to, your expectations to be too high, right? So first of all, we're going to have this pump on USDT.D. So we'll have that pump and then the dump. Right now, our first local support using this chart and this time frame is this green rectangular box I just marked out. Yep, you can see it. So I think personally, USDT.D might not get to this point, right? But not like there's no possibility, there's a high possibility it might get to that point. But I think that we should start retracing from when we get to this point. We should start another pump towards the upside. But to play it safe for how you're going to trade, so just in case you're trying to use this chart or this setup to direct you in your trading or whatever, investment or whatever, right? So to make things a bit clearer and a bit fair, let me shift this a little bit so I can be able to manipulate this properly. Yeah, so yeah, I just drew this to the FTP, right? I just drew that stuff to the FTP. Let me shift this a bit so that will be a little bit clearer. Okay, yeah. So I think it's clearer now. So I'm expecting this pump. So mind you, this pump is going to cause the crypto market to dump a little bit. But after that, we should have another pump on the crypto market because USDT dominance is going to dump, right? So the first support, why I like trading in zones is because these zones, like a 15 minutes time frame support might trigger the bull run, and a 15 minutes time frame resistance might trigger the bear market. That's how trading can get crazy. So when we're experiencing this retracement up towards this upside, mind you, the market is still gonna pump because after this retracement, right, it's going to be causing dumps. People are going to be scared, they'll be selling up, then we'll have another pump, right? So now I want you to be vigilant of this particular green rectangle, this smaller one I just drew as a first support. So when the market comes to this point, right, please make sure you at least secure a lot of profit. Why I'm saying this is because I don't think we might get to this point, but if we get to this point, then you might see Bitcoin at maybe 136,000 thereabout, which is still valid. But around this point, right, start taking profit. Why I'm saying you should start taking profit around this first support here is because the bull run has fundamentally now, the bull run has been up and running since last year, right? So we are almost at the end of the bull run. I'm not going to lie to you, we're almost at the end of this bull cycle, right? So it's too risky to hold trades, you understand, or hold your investment portfolio at this point in time. Yeah, so we're just trying to make the most we can make out of the pumps before we exit and know that we have entered the fully blown bear market, right? So yeah, so at this point, please take some profit, at least secure up to 70% profit, and then adjust your stop loss to break even. Why I'm saying this is because this could happen. You see this pump, what I just drew, let me change it to green because green indicates pumps. So this could happen, very much valid. It could happen, very, very much valid. And mind you, if you remember, our bigger time frame analysis have shown us that, you can see, our bigger time frame analysis have showed us that yes, there's a possibility of we pumping, USDT.D pumping. Now, if you check my 1 day time frame, I'm not telling you that. I'll still explain further, right, so that you guys will get this clear. I'm not telling you that this might not break. There's a possibility that it will break, right? A high possibility, but I just want you to be safe, right? So that's why I'm telling you that, okay, when we get to this first place, at least secure some profit. There's no harm in taking profit, you know. So now this analysis, 4 hours analysis, is aligning with my 1 day analysis, which is what? See, let me explain, let me show you. Well, okay, not even 1 day, 1 week. I've already predicted. Let me show you on the weekly time frame. Yes, I've predicted that we'll have a dump to this place. It's a weekly. Yeah, I've predicted we'll have a dump to this place, you can see, and then we'll have a pump on USDT. Mind you, this is the entire bear market you are seeing, the setup for bear market. And so, like I said, we are very, very close to the bear market, extremely close to the bear market. So let me go back to that 4H time frame. So on the 4 hours, there's still possible that yes, we'll get to that point to trigger our buys on USDT.D on a weekly time frame. So very possible that we'll still get to this point. What I'm saying is that, mind you, we are towards the end of the bull season. So please don't overexpose yourself and be wise to take profit. Okay, so I think that's about that for USDT.D. Let me go to BTC. I remember dropping this chart the other day. I'm just doing a follow-up. BTC, we were using KCX, if I'm not mistaken. So I told you all to, we use KCX for the Bitcoin trade I told you all to take the other day. All right, so let's do a follow-up, a complete follow-up. So mind you, there are live analysis here you can trade, you know. Let's do a follow-up now. So this was our BTC setup that we won. This trade played out yesterday. We won because of that dump on full TP 20 times. That's about 66, yes, 20x, right? 66% gains, yeah, on BTC. Okay, so now look at a new setup, guys. A new setup, brand new setup for you, for BTC. So live signal for you, live signal. So yeah, so good, cool. So we are having 121 in view. So very possible, like I said, same way I told you, USDT.D. This is our full TP. Okay, 121. Yeah, it's 121. This is our full TP, right? And I will still mark this place out, just like I told you, USDT.D. This place now is our first resistance. Remember, in USDT.D, we had it as support. Here we're having it as resistance, right? So this is our first resistance there. And let me put this stop loss properly. Good, amazing setup. So yeah, amazing setup. So these are live analysis I'm dropping on this video. So guys, make sure you watch this video to the end, because I didn't even know I was going to do live analysis, but then it is what it is. So make sure you watch this video to the end and take advantage of this analysis. So, all right, so for this trade,
you know go fall in now. All right, guys, today we're about to do this.
I don't the record I'm saying now. Please, there's this guy always disturbing me. His name is Sento. I'm so sorry, guys, but Jesus Christ of Nazareth, guy, these people, they disturb me for this place. so guys, sorry about that. Yeah, so let's keep going. So the entry for Bitcoin, right? This setup. Right, this setup is a 1:2, purely 1:2 setup, right? The entry for this setup is your entry price is 113,828. So yup, Bitcoin is going to retrace to 113,828, and your stop loss is 110,437. So stop loss price 110,437, then TP 121,032, right? And your leverage is 10x leverage. So if you hit stop loss, you're going to lose 30%. If you hit full TP, you're going to win 63%, right? But remember, when we get to this rectangular box here, that's the first local resistance. Please make sure you take at least 70 or 50% of your profit, then adjust your stop loss to your break even. That is your entry price, and you're safe. So let's check ETH. But ETH over pumped that yesterday. You know, our ETH was a smash. So let's check ETH. And please guys, like I said, in case you're just joining, backtrack all of this stuff and you see that I'm so transparent and we're hitting it back to back to back, you know. Genius. So this is ETH. See our ETH trade that the boom, it gave us the 79%, you know, it pumped now. So let's try and see what we have here for ETH. This entry, will this entry activate? Well, let's see. So anyways, this ETH setup, you know me, I trade what I see, not what I feel. What I see, purely on what I see, not what I feel. I really care less about my feelings in trading, you know. I care more about what I see. So this is it. Yeah, so my friend is here again, Sento. You can see him crawling. Look, Sento, say hi. That's the guy that is always disturbing me here. Oh yeah. All right, so this is ETH setup. All right, so this time around it's giving us a bigger stop loss price. So yeah, it's giving us a bigger stop loss price, but then I have deciphered something here, so let's see how it goes. So yep, this ETH setup. So but on this particular trade, you're going to use a 5x leverage, please. 5x leverage. I always tell people, if you do these stuff the way I predict them, yeah, I'm not 100% right, but most of the times you're going to come out profitable, you know. So many people that drag me, or some people that drag me online, not many people, a lot of people like what I do, right? But most people that drag me online, you know, these guys, they are greedy people. They don't know jack at all. They over leverage, over invest, overdo everything, and at the end of the day they'll be like, it is you, DC, that can't state. Oh my god. So anyways, yeah, so for ETH, as usual, let me mark this out again so that you guys will, I want you guys to know. I love knowledge, so no, this place, local resistance, you can say I marked it as red. So in case on this trade it gets to 4,800 plus there, but take some profit, you know. There's no harm in taking some profit. Let me tell you, $1 every day, getting $1 every day is better than losing $10 every day, right? Makes sense. So always secure profit. So I'm expecting ETH to retrace down to this place. Hopefully it's going to do so, to 4,457, and then we'll have a pump to 5,320, keeping in mind that we're taking some profit at about 4,800, right? So this is ETH setup. Entry on ETH. Yes, okay, yeah, excuse me. Entry on ETH should be at for buys 4,457, take profit 5,320, stop loss 4,186. Remember, we are using a 5x leverage for this particular trade. Yeah, and which other trade did we take the other day? I think we did XRP. I don't know if we did XRP, but let me check XRP. Okay, I think we didn't do link. We did LTC, yeah, LTC USDT.P. Then we're doing the analysis on KCX exchange. Yeah, I think LTC was a hit. Yeah, look at LTC. LTC gave us about 58% profit, right? No. Okay, yeah, 58% profit. It was a 10x leverage. So 58% profit. So let's see what LTC has for us here. Guys, this is epic here. Okay, cool. So LTC. Okay, so on LTC, we're going to use a 6x leverage. Please, 6x leverage. So I'm expecting LTC to retrace to 116. So your entry should be 116.78 on LTC. Your stop loss should be 110. 110.10. Yes, 110.80. Stop loss 110.80. Then take profit 130.45. So that's about it for LTC. But then remember our local resistance. So when we get to this point, please, at 123 thereabouts, just take some profit, adjust your stop loss to your take profit, or rather adjust your stop loss to your entry. That's what we call break even. So let's see, let me know if, okay, yeah, we did Solana, sold USDT.P. I just want us to keep smashing this stuff back to back. We're gonna win back to back to back. That everybody's gonna get tired of winning. Look at what we did on Soul, bro. You know what we did on Soul? Look at Soul, almost touched our stop loss. It didn't, and we did a total let me see, look at this, a total of 140% profit. 140% profit. Please check the previous two videos on my YouTube. The previous two videos. 140%. Bro, that's epic. That was a 1:, yeah, I think about almost a 1:5. Almost a 1:5. Epic win. So what is my expectation next on so let's have it here. Bro, this is some epic stuff. Oh. It's not ordinary. It's not a normal thing. Let nobody make it. If you are a dream chaser, don't feel normal. Don't let nobody make you feel as if, yeah, it's normal. It's not normal. We're doing some epic things here, my brother. Epic. Okay, so yeah. Oh yeah. If you watch the video I'm talking about, right, the previous two videos, if you watch it, you'll be shook, because I wanted to make my take profits smaller on Soul. I then told you guys, no, look at this stuff I just saw. We just had a breakout, and that, bro, we're gonna go up, and boom, we did it. So so I think we're gonna do some more. So, but though, oh my word, Control Z, yeah. Though the risk to reward ratio this time around is not as much as this one, but yeah, it's gonna be epic too. So don't forget local resistance at this point, right? So we're gonna use a 5x leverage for this. When we get to around 200 and something, 208 there, but please take some profit, okay, and adjust your stop loss to your entry point, okay? So yeah, 5x leverage, and entry is 189.29 for Soul. Take profit is 228.11. Then stop loss is 177.80. Okay, so yeah, that's it for that. Then let me look for one more trade and give you guys one more trade. Which one? Which volatile asset should I? ADA. Let me show you what happened in ADA. I told you guys that day. I told you guys that ADA was the riskiest trade. So I'll add it again to this one. ADA was the riskiest trade, but it has the possibility of playing out. And guess what? Sorry about that. My mom is calling me. I told you guys ADA was the riskiest trade, and oh my word, why my mama they call me like this for? Why they do life something? Jesus Christ, can she stop calling me already? Okay, you know what, if she calls again, I'll tell her I'm on it. I'm trying to do some stuff here. Right? Okay. Yeah, I wanted to be sure this stuff is still recording. So, see what ADA did us here. ADA came, cleared our SL, and boom! Ha! Crazy. So, right now, I'm going to do another ADA analysis. So, this time around, it's not as risky as the other one. There was something I saw that day that made me told you guys that it was very risky. But this time around, it's not as risky as the other day. But then, and it's going to be safer. And I think we're gonna win. So this is ADA for now. Let's do 6% stop loss. Okay, yeah. So I don't think we're gonna lose. We're gonna win. We're gonna win. We're gonna win. Everybody here is gonna win. That you all are gonna get tired of winning. So ADA and boom. So remember, local resistance first. And yeah, we're using a stop loss. We're using a rather a 5x for this. So yep, it is what it is. So entry on ADA 0.8674, then stop loss 0.8152, then take profit 1.01. Yeah, but remember, we'll take some profit at around 0.9399. Okay, so that's about it for these live analysis, right? And these trades are on I did every analysis on the 4 hours time frame. So from now, if the market is very volatile, from now till let's say by this time next week, we should be, at least these trades should have activated and probably gotten to take profit, or yeah, it should be. It's a 4 hours time frame. I don't control the volatility of the market. The market could start ranging, the market could become slower. I don't control that, but then these are the expectations we should be having now. Yesterday we went straight to TP, like almost all, in fact all our trade went straight to TP, apart from ADA that hit SL, and so that got almost close to TP. That was because I think Powell made a speech and Donald Trump made a speech also, So yeah, so I don't control the volatility, but what I know is that I'm a genius and I am mostly right. So yeah, it is what it is. So let's see how these trades play out, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, turn on post notifications. I'll be dropping my expectations for Bitcoin and other crypto assets on a larger time frame, and probably in the next video. Okay, so make sure you stay tuned in to this channel. See you in the next video.